why there aren't more human studies on the products?
Well, that's a really good question. And if you look at nutraceutical products in general, the companies don't do a lot of human clinical trials. And the reason is they're expensive, number one. Number two, pharmaceutical companies need to do human clinical trials to get their drugs FDA approved. And nutritional supplements aren't looking for FDA approval, so therefore they don't need to spend the money to do those. Now, for validation, it would be nice to have human clinical studies, but there's problems with that. Because nutritional supplements aren't allowed to be able to make statements that they cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any disease, it really behooves them to not do human clinical studies, because if they do, they put themselves in a difficult situation with the FDA, whereby if we did a study and showed that Protandim, for example, helped improve a particular disease, then the FDA could step in and say, well, you guys are a drug and therefore you have to go through FDA approval as a drug. You can't market this through the marketing channel that you're using anymore. So that really ties the hands of the nutritional supplement companies with regard to doing studies on diseases and specifically studies on humans. So it makes it difficult for us because as a company, we can do human studies, but we have to do them on normal subjects. And when you're doing a study on normal individuals, it's harder to show an effect than if you're doing studies on sick people. If somebody's sick, it's much easier to get them to feel better, but if somebody's already well, it's harder to show an improvement in things. But I'm very proud of the fact that we have the human studies that we do, especially the first one that shows a 40% reduction in oxidative stress within 30 days in everybody who takes Protandim. And that is probably the biggest thing that we have.